It was an innocent leaving work party. She had her workmates there and I was her boss. She was 9 years younger than me and was moving away for a better paying job, which is about an hour drive from her apartment. I never knew that she had a big crush on me. When one of her female workmates dropped a little secret when she saw me drinking in a corner alone, I always have that deep fantasy to start a romantic office fling even though I was married with 2 kids. Gail was her name and she confessed that she had a crush on me. Not to spoil her moment, I just pretended that it was my first time hearing her confession. Her disclosure had me aroused in an instant, and recalled my fantasy of having an office fling just for a short while. Not to waste the moment, we made sure that we were alone in her bedroom to explore the newly found opportunity. It was way too easy to grab her, give a passionate kiss, scoop her breast and then reach between her legs. She was wet and I was so very much wanted to add that. But her apartment unit filled with co-workers who were just outside her bedroom kept us at bay. But I only got several kisses and 2 fingers as deep as possible into her for several seconds. I wanted more, much more. I just settled in going home and screwing my wife for a few hours that night. Work the next day was not as usual. Gail was to still be working for another month and we were kissing at every chance. I pulled on her tits as well as rubbed her fanny as often as possible. The payoff was a couple of days later with me banging her in the front seat of my car. Her fanny was so tight and wet that I craved for so much more, and I planned to get it. My affair with my much younger co-worker was also giving my wife's fanny a lot of extra attention. So when I asked my wife that I would go fishing alone for a few days, she would not suspect nothing of it. I wanted Gail a good and proper shagging and I figured that a weekend fishing campout would be the best place to start. Everything is working out and bought everything needed to make this go well. I figured that 6 rubbers would be plenty, but it wasn't. And thank God she was on the pill and every bit as lewd as me, and I put 2 more loads into her amazing tight wet fanny before we fell asleep. The morning sun was bright and hot when we awoke. Too many people had joined in the sight and my young love was in no way quiet at taking my willy with its large mushroom head. I really wanted to screw her all day, but we were only an hour away from home and could not risk seeing someone that knew us. I did manage to bang her one more time before taking her back to her apartment. As amazing as her tight wet pussy, I managed to find one much tighter.